Hi, I'm Rachel. I was on the Accelerate scheme in 2002. I'm currently working as a senior strategist at Siegel Gale, which is a brand consultancy. And prior to that, I was working at Wolfonen's for nearly 5 years as a consultant, and that's also a brand consultancy. So what is it that attracted me to the Accelerate scheme? Well, there's several reasons, but I think the most important reason is, of course, the diversity that it offers you, particularly for someone who's got a hugely short attention span like me. I think as a graduate, it's very, very difficult to really understand what is it that you want to do when you come out of university. I'm sure that one of the reasons why you might be watching this video is that you're considering the communications industry, the marketing communications industry. But really understanding what type of agency within that industry that you want to work in, what type of role you should undertake, and what type of agency culture suits you is a difficult choice. So DAS offering you the opportunity to work in 5 different agencies over 3 months is a hugely invaluable one, because really you get to try on the roles and see what fits, see what suits your personality, and see what suits your skills, and then make a decision. Also, a very important thing to say about the Accelerate scheme is not only does it offer you the opportunity to take time in those agencies, but also provides you with a great deal of support, advice and training behind the schemes. So in terms of training, you'll get access to training programs from leading professionals from throughout the whole DAS network, and whether that be in presentation training, whether that be in time management, you really get the opportunity to advance your skills within the communications industry. And not only that, not only do you get training, but you also have a great network of 30+ graduates who've been through the scheme before you. So they're really there to answer any questions you might have, any concerns. They can give you an open and honest advice from somebody who's been through the scheme before you. And eventually, of course, they become great friends. So what else about the scheme? I think really that the final thing to say about the scheme is in terms of career progression. Having the Accelerate name behind you will really stand you in great stead for your career. It gives you the opportunity to get access to leading CEOs in the businesses that you're in and businesses that you visit. And I think really that enables you to have a career progression which may go beyond those of graduates who've gone straight in as a graduate intake without the Accelerate name behind them. So career progression is a really important reason why I think you should choose the scheme. How would I describe a DAS Accelerate graduate? I think there's 3 words I'd use. One is that you need to be very, very open. You need to be open to new ideas, to new trends that are going on out there in the market, open to really finding out what is it that's going on with consumers. And you need to be open to working with all sorts of people, from all sorts of walks of life, with all sorts of different attitudes and experiences. Secondly, you need to be quite a sparky person. You need to have energy, enthusiasm. I think you should say yes before you say no, and really have the energy and the spark to get on and tackle new challenges and new opportunities. And finally, I really think you need to be committed. I think it's very fair to say that DAS isn't looking for people who are going to throw in the towel. They're looking for people who are going to really give 100% commitment and really take up the opportunity that you've been given. What piece of advice do I have for you? In terms of applying for the scheme, I think the most important piece of advice, it may be a bit of a cliche, but the most important piece of advice is you need to be yourself. Don't try and impress people. Don't try and be something you're not. Be yourself, show who you are, and show how you think in the best light possible.